Hi, I'm so happy you are here again in this third lesson, and today we are going to talk about the melody, the heart of the song. You can have a lot of song with the same harmony, with the same chord structure, but you have only one song with the same melody. The melody is the composition, and it is your guideline in order to play beautiful improvisation and in order to create your own versions of each song that you want to play. You know this feeling that you get lost, you don't know what chord you are playing at, what scale should you use, and you're getting stuck when you improvise? Well, seeing the melody, mastering the melody, and not only the melody by itself, but seeing it inside simple chord shapes is the answer. Because if you have the melody inside simple chord shapes, then you always can get back to it. Okay? This is the solid structure that you can rely on when you compose your own solos. And then, in the worst case, you'll just play the melody for a few bars until you get back into track. And what can be more beautiful than that, than playing the melody inside your solo? I got this idea from Django Reinhardt. He does it all the time, and sometimes in the lower octave, and sometimes in the upper octave. The melody is always there with all the best jazz musician that you can hear. We are going to learn the song Avalon, and as always, I'm going to start with the very basics, the melody and the chords and the basic chord shapes that we can see. Now, if you already know that and if it's easier for you, then just follow it quickly, so we'll make sure we all have basic background, and then we'll go on. I will show you a few phrases, one for each chord shapes that we are going to use, and how I take the melody and those two phrases, and that's all, and how I combine them to create my own version of the melody first, and second, how I put it all together in my improvisation, and I can always see and hear the melody in my mind and get back to the melody so that my listener can have it too, and that make my solo as a one musical piece. Let's get started. There are a few chord shapes we are going to use. The first one is a major triad starting from the root. If we are in the chord of C, it will be C, E, G, and C again. We will have the same for D. D, F sharp, A, and D. Now, each one of those chords, we can alternate to become a dominant chord, to be a 7, because that's what we have in the song, C7 and not C. So instead of playing the note C over here, we'll play the 7 over here. So instead of playing C, we will play C7. Same for D. Instead of D, we can see D7. The next chord shape we are going to use is the chord F, and we will use this shape. Is the first inversion of F, A, C, F, and A. It's part of the triad system. This is the root position that we play, and this is the first inversion. And we will also play the first inversion of a minor chord, because we will have two minor chords, G minor and B flat minor. And this is the shape for G minor, B flat, D, and G, and B flat again. And the same for B flat minor. Same thing, but we start with D flat, G, B flat, and C. Now for each chord we are going to pick from the 4th string, if we are in C7, until the string where the melody lies. So if the melody is on the 2nd string, we will play only until the 2nd string. So you will hear the melody. So if I want to emphasize the 2nd string, I lean on the 1st, so I play like that. You see, I lean on the 1st string. Okay, we start with the chord C or C7, and the melody is G, A, B flat, C, B flat, A, G, inside the C7. And then we have F, and the melody is F, G, A, inside the chord. Then we have the same C or C7 again, but the melody starts here on the third string, and you have E, F, G, F, E, B, C. You can also play the note D here, and then you'll have E, F, G, F, E, D, C. And I want you to see it within the shape, C or C7. And then again the chord F. The melody is A, C, A. And I want you to see it within the shape. So let's play the first half of the song. We start with C7 and F. And C7 again. And F again. The next chord is D or D7, and the melody is A, B flat, C, E, C, B flat, A, inside the chord. And then we have the minors. We have G minor and B flat minor, and the melody is, so you just move the chord shape. Remember to play until the second string, because the melody is in the second string. Until the second string. And we finish the melody back to the chord F again. This is the melody, F, G, A, C, inside the chord. Okay? And the chord D again with the melody, E, D, E. Now we have the chord D7, D, and we made D7. Okay, E, D, E, D. And then we have G minor again, with the melody on the first string, C7 again, or when the melody is on the second string, and the chord, the shape for F with the melody on the second string, because the melody is Let's see it all together. C to F. C again. And F again. D. G minor. B flat minor, F, D7, G minor, C, and F. So that's all if we are talking about the basic thing. You have the basic melody in basic chord shapes. Before we move on to see the more advanced and interesting stuff you can play in these shapes, let's make sure you can play the melody, the simple melody, and the simple and the basic chords, and that you have the form. So I will play for you now the song quickly, and you'll see that I will play the basic melody, but I will add slides or bends, and try to do it too not to play the same thing all the time. That to make the melody a little bit more interesting, with slides, with bends, repeating a few times on the same notes, you know, so to make it live. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and see the shapes. I see the shapes. Inside D. Now let's do a quick review of the chords to make sure you can play the la pompe, the accompaniment. We start with C, 2 bars, and F, 2 bars. C7, 2 bars, and F, 2 bars. D7, to G minor, B flat minor, F, D7, G minor, C7, F. Now I want to start to play improvisations over this song, and I want to use the melody that we have in those areas, and I want to use phrases over those shapes that I showed you. So I will teach you 2 phrases. One for this shape that we have for the chord C and D, and one for this shape that we have to the chord F, and then we'll see how we can play with those phrases and the melody. Okay, in this shape of C, we want to play phrase like that. We play the note C on the first string, hammer on for the note D, and upstroke for the note C again. Alright? And now we are playing the 7 arpeggio. B flat, G, E, C, and descending chromatic to B flat, to the 7. All together. Now for F, we are going to learn this phrase. We are starting from the triad. And here is a nice trill. Just I pick down and play hammer on and pull off. And again I play the triad. So G and F, and again the same trill. Hammer on and pull off. G and F, G, F, pull off. And the note A, and the notes E, B, C, A, E, F, E, D, C, A, C, F. So we have the first part, the second part, and then I chose those 2 phrases as example how we can play improvisation around the melody, but of course you can use any other phrases you would like. I just want something that we can do together and that you can follow. So let's see how I can combine those phrases or part of the phrases. I don't need to use the whole phrase together with the melody to create an interesting improvisation. I start with the melody, and here's the phrase. And for F, I will just play the first of the phrase. And again on it with C. Just the ending of the phrase goes down to the B flat. And now I play the whole phrase for F. And now again the chord D. Again I play the phrase and finish it with, I play the melody and finish it with the phrase. Now I will just play the melody as it is. Maybe I can maybe add some notes from the triads, and that's all. Let's see it inside the harmony. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going to play for you one more example how I use this idea of seeing the melody inside chord shapes in my real-time improvisation, not in the melody, but in real improvisation, letting you as the listener to hear the melody here and there at the beginning. And I would love to read your comments here below this video. What do you think about it as a listener and as a player? How can it improve your playing, knowing all the songs you play in this formula with the melody inside chord shape, seeing it all over the fingerboard every time? So please leave me a comment below. I promise to read all of your comments and I will answer them. And I will see you in the next video that again you really don't want to miss.